Hi friends, it's Joan at 10 Pentacles Tarot, and today I would like to demonstrate for you a spread called the Landscape of Life spread using the Tarot Landscapes deck by Francesca Matteone and illustrated by Yoshi Mari. This is published by Vivida, and the publication year is, let me check. I've forgotten. It was published by Vivida in 2023, so it's a fairly new deck. But I found this spread and I thought you'd really like it. It's cool. So I'm going to demonstrate the spread for you. Like I said, if you'd like to learn more about this deck, you can find a review of it on my Tarot Deck Reviews Volume 1 playlist if you're interested in learning more about that deck. So I've pre-shuffled these cards. If you would like to learn how to do this spread by watching me, go ahead and get a pencil and a paper so you can write down the positions of the cards and the meanings of each position. And that'll help you out. And I'll do a sample reading with it so you can see how it might go. And also, even if you don't plan on using this spread, if you were drawn to watch this video, then maybe the actual reading that I'm about to do is for you, or it might have some good information for you. So I've shuffled the deck, and I already shuffled them before this as well. So again, this is the Landscape of Life spread. It's an 8-card spread. There's what it looks like. And of course, in spreads, you can lay out the cards really however you want to. Also, you can use whichever deck you want to. You don't need to use this deck with this spread. You can use any Oracle or Tarot deck that appeals to you and that you enjoy using. All right, so it says in the book, for this spread I have chosen 8 cards, but you can add more as you build up more experience. Arrange the cards in the shape of any landscape you love. They can form a wave, recalling the sea or the river, a fenced field, or even a spiral, a symbol you see in nature, in whirlwinds, pools, fossils, or shells. Okay, so card 1 represents birth. And I'm going to put this over as far as I can so that we can have room for all of it. Let me move this box out of the way. Card 2 is going to be family. Okay, so birth is the starting place or condition or spiritual characteristics that have determined your original being. Okay, then card 2 is family. Who and what welcomed you, a source of both advice and obstacles, protection and challenge. Card 3 is the guide, your most genuine talent. Card 4 represents the shadow, your greatest fear. Card 5, the dream, your authentic vocation. Card 6, the community, where to find support to pursue your vocation. Card 7, the excessive load, what you don't need and what can therefore be left behind. And card 8, the seed, what you have the power to become. All right, so that's a pretty good use of space there. That's just about right for the number of cards we have. All right, now let's start interpreting this. And I have not worked much with this deck. This is a Rider-Waite-Smith based deck, so we may or may not look at the meanings in the book depending on what comes to me. Like I said, you can use any deck with this. So it says this layout can be adapted to any situation. Keep in mind that our inner map changes throughout the seasons and based on what we encounter. So use it as you see fit, integrating it and making changes as needed. All right, so let's start. So card 1, birth, the starting place or condition or spiritual characteristics that have determined your original being. This is the King of Wands. So this looks like you were born in what one might call a jungle. All right, But that's not to say that that jungle intimidated you. You are part of it. This could have been a big city. This could have been an actual jungle. And the spiritual characteristics that have determined your original being, you are a person who is inspiring to others. Spiritually, you are a person who follows what they are inspired by. And you are a leader, a natural leader who inspires others, who follows their passion, and who that is your natural ability, is someone who is able to follow their passion spiritually or, in artistically or in business or vocation. All right, so it could say that you may have been born in the jungle and you were born to tame the jungle or to lead others in the jungle. All right, whether it be, like I said, an actual jungle or a city. All right, so card 2, family. Who and what welcomed you? A source of both advice and obstacles, protection and challenge. Okay, and this is the 2 of Wands. So who or what welcomed you? Now I'm reading these intuitively. May have seemed like a fortress, a very protective family, a very protective home and home life. This protection could be also a challenge to your freedom, which is here. I see the butterfly, and it could also have been a challenge to your transformation. So growing up protected and let's say protected and maybe a little bit, maybe with some strict rules, but with a lot of beauty and a lot of love, you still might have felt that you wanted to be free. Okay, the way you were raised might have caused you to desire freedom, whether that was freedom from traditions, freedom from beliefs, freedom from ideas that were put upon you. But that wasn't done with anything but love. There was a lot of love in your family as you were growing up, a lot of love, but you still desired, and there was a lot of beauty growing up too, a lot of creativity, but you still desired your freedom. You wanted to see, what's out there. You wanted to fly, and this was just a result of the way you were brought up, and it's not a bad thing. It's just what was. All right, and then so again, your family was very loving, very protective, very creative maybe, but you grew up to want your freedom and the ability to transform as you saw fit and to reinvent yourself and to fly. All right, 3, the guide, your most genuine talent, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Your most genuine talent has to do with being able to look at yourself intelligently, because I feel like intelligence is part of your talent. You're a very, very intelligent person. You have the ability to look at yourself and see yourself in an honest way. And you have the ability to reach your goals by taking one step at a time, very logically. And people may think you are moving slowly, but you get to where you're going, and you get there in the right way, in the correct way, in the best way. All right. So your talent is taking your time, using your intelligence to follow your goals and to reach your goals And it may take you a little longer, but you're very, 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 you'll be, or you are, or you will be very successful in your life, financially, materially. And when I say successful, that means successful as you see success, okay? Which may be different than the way some other people see success. All right, so card 4 is the shadow, your greatest fear. And this is the 6 of Swords. Okay. Your greatest fear is change. And maybe that's why you move so slowly along toward your goals. And so precisely, because you want to make sure that the changes you make are changes that are for the good. All right? So even though you love your freedom, you don't do things in a haphazardly manner because you want to make sure that the changes you make are the correct ones. So in a way, you're afraid of change, but that doesn't stop you from handling change. That just makes you very, very cautious. That makes you very cautious when it comes to change. And that is not a bad thing. You want your freedom. You want the freedom to do what you desire, what you want, but you don't want to make any bad choices when it comes to change. And in a way, that is your greatest fear, is to screw up things by making some changes that you should not be making, all right? So sometimes you might fear making big decisions. That causes you to be more cautious, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. All right, and card 5, the dream, your authentic vocation, the Knight of Swords. Your authentic vocation. You know, I'm curious to see what the book says about this. Let's look up Knight of Swords. Okay, I'm going to say that your most authentic vocation has to do with your intelligence, your logic, communication, just really cutting to the heart of the matter. This makes me feel like your most authentic vocation may be as journalist is coming to me. As a journalist, it could be a photojournalist, it could be a news reporter, or a you're a great communicator. You are a wonderful communicator. You are somebody who cuts straight to the chase and lets people know what's going on. So wherever you are, maybe you have a YouTube channel, maybe you are a person who does exposés on what's going on, maybe you are a writer, a speaker, whatever it is, you are a communicator. That is your authentic vocation. And that is what you've dreamed of. You may be a writer. In whatever way you communicate, your authentic vocation is communicating ideas to people. Okay. Number 6, the community, where to find support to pursue your vocation. The 8 of Swords. Eight of Swords. The 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords is all about being, here's the 8 of Swords. where to find support to pursue your vocation. You know what? It looks like you're going to find the most support to pursue your vocation inside of you, in your own mind, okay? The Eight of Swords can be about being trapped in your own mind or thinking that you're trapped in your own mind. But your mind is where you're going to find your biggest support. You are a self-motivated person, and you need to be a self-motivated person in order to pursue your vocation. So you have to totally believe in yourself, okay? Your belief in yourself is what will most help you pursue your vocation. And also, since your most important support is coming from you, you need to look at your situations from different angles and from different points of view. And you need to really be open to new ideas and to realize that whatever situation you get yourself into, it's up to you to get yourself out of that situation, and that there really will be a way out. All right. So you just really need to rely on yourself a lot. I mean, there will be other people as well. There'll be lights in the darkness. There'll be people who show up to help you. But you are going to be your best source of support. Okay? So you need to be self-motivated. And that goes back to when you wanted freedom. You wanted to spread your wings. You wanted to go out on your own. And this is all goes along with the tiger and all of these things. So you are your best support. And then card 7, the excessive load, what you don't need and what can be left behind. Okay, this is the Temperance card. And Temperance is all about peace and calm and balance. And you know, this is like, you are a person who thrives on, remember, you grew up in the jungle, man. You thrive on excitement and maybe even danger. So what you don't need is you don't need a lot of calm. You may want to, you need time to think and quiet place to think, but all in all, you are not a person who is going to be happy with a sedentary lifestyle. I don't think you're going to be happy living out in the country with no noise or nothing. You need to be where the action is. So I think you can leave the peace of the countryside behind and actually go to where the action is. Don't be afraid to be around the wolves, because you may be exposing the wolves. You may be, it might be your job to get to know the wolves so you can actually find out what's going on, okay? So don't feel that you need to be in a little peaceful, idyllic country house. I don't think that's where you're going to thrive. I think you're going to thrive in the middle of the action. And 8, the seed, what you have the power to become. The Star. Wow. You have the power to become a light in the darkness. Wow. You have got the power to be a shooting star. You have got the power to bring the light to people. And you have a power also to bring hope to people as well. Hope. You have the power to bring joy to people and light to people, and and knowledge to people as well. Wow. You have, in other words, you have the power to become a star in some way. Wow. If this is you, if this is your reading, let me know, because that is like, I feel like whoever this reading's for is a really cool person, and a person who leads a very exciting life, but not a person who takes reckless chances. Okay, you're not a reckless person at all. It may appear to be, but when you are following your passion, you're doing it carefully, and you're doing it right. And you may appear to be a bird of prey that just swoops in, but you have planned your swoop for all it's worth, if that makes sense. All right, friends, that is the reading for the Landscape of Life spread. Like I said, I used the Tarot Landscapes deck, but you can use any oracle or tarot deck that you like, that works for you. And if you enjoyed the reading, please give it a thumbs up, or if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you have not done so. It's completely free for you. It helps me out a whole lot. I want to thank you for being with me today. I appreciate you so much more than you'll ever know. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is where you are. And one more thing, I just looked on the bottom of the deck, and it's the Devil card. So this may or may not have to do with this reading, but watch out for your vices and your attachments, and don't let your bad habits get a hold of you, okay? Super important. All right, friends, I thank you again. I hope to see you again soon, and have a great one. I think I already said have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is where you are. Hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.